You think your puppy just ate something weird. You wipe up the mess on the floor, hoping it magically passes by tomorrow morning. You tell yourself they are just tired. But biologically, a ticking clock just started. Because in a young puppy's fragile system, what looks like a simple stomach upset can escalate into a fatal system crash in hours. Stop waiting. Start observing. Today, we are dissecting puppy enteritis. Enteritis isn't just a bad case of diarrhea. It is a massive inflammatory response. Your puppy's intestinal tract is under siege. We call it acute canine gastroenteritis. Their tiny bodies lack the fat reserves that adult dogs use to survive illness. When the gut lining is severely inflamed, it stops absorbing vital nutrients and water. Their internal alarm system is going haywire. This is where their survival is tested. We must identify the invisible enemy. Is it a highly contagious viral attacker, like the dreaded parvovirus? Or is it a bacterial strike from salmonella? Triggered by contaminated water or raw food? Both trigger the brain's stress response, flooding their system with cortisol. But the clinical treatment pathways are completely and utterly different. A professional veterinary diagnosis is mandatory. Vomiting is usually your very first red flag. Initially, it contains undigested food. But as the stomach aggressively empties, your puppy may continue to retch. You will start seeing yellow bile or clear foam. This persistent gastric irritation prevents them from keeping any water down. It traps them in a dangerous, vicious cycle. The gut cannot heal if it is constantly spasming. Dehydration is the silent killer here. You need to perform the skin tent test right now. Observe the skin between the shoulder blades. If it snaps back instantly, they are hydrated. If it returns slowly, like melting wax, your puppy is experiencing massive fluid loss. Check their gums immediately. They should be slippery and pink. If they are tacky, pale, or dry, you are facing a critical medical emergency. Veterinary IV fluids will save their life. Bland diets will heal their internal organs. But here is the most critical mistake owners make. You focus entirely on the inside, and you completely ignore the exterior damage. Once the vomiting and diarrhea stop, you think the nightmare is finally over, but a second agonizing battle has just begun, right on the surface of your puppy's skin. Let's talk about severe fecal scalding. Days of highly acidic liquid diarrhea will heavily mat a puppy's hindquarters. The skin becomes bright red, swollen, and raw. Their natural lipid barrier is entirely destroyed. Regular brushing at home? It will feel like tearing their skin off. Their pain receptors are firing constantly. They survived the enteritis, only to be tortured by their own coat. This is where medical grooming steps in. It is a non-negotiable phase of recovery. At Pooches, we execute a sanitary shave. Using specialized cooling clippers, we safely remove the contaminated coat. No pulling, no scraping, no agonizing pain. Then comes the lukewarm, medicated bath. We use hypoallergenic formulas to instantly restore their dermal lipid barrier. We heal the outside so the inside can rest. Once the outside is clean and pain-free, we must rebuild the internal gut biome. Enteritis flushes out all beneficial bacteria. You must supplement with professional probiotics. Industry standards like 40-Flora are vital. They contain Enterococcus faecium. This speeds up the healing of intestinal villi, firms up the stool, and reduces painful gas. It is the bridge back to their normal kibble. Recovery is a two-tiered biological process. Veterinary medicine saves their internal organs. Professional medical grooming saves their skin. Do not skip either step. Protect your puppy's physical and mental health. Stop guessing and start applying the science. For more expert grooming protocols and recovery strategies, visit PoochesHairStudio.com and Poochestips.com right now. Let's keep those tails wagging safely.